videos. This is the channel to subscribe to for common sense approach to politics.
Can you believe some people still don't drive hybrids? I know! It's like Earth to America! Hello! This is simple stuff here, go!
4. Exposing outrageous extremists for what they are in interviews. We now cannot distinguish between satire and reality. Donald Trump cited doing the Miss Universe pageant in Russia as foreign policy knowledge of Vladimir Putin's country. This is from an interview over the weekend with Fox News' Brett Baier. Take a look at this. This is real. We can't distinguish it from the satire I just played.
About Russia, you were asked yesterday if you've ever spoken to Vladimir Putin, and you said, I don't want to say.
Yeah, I have no comment on that. No comment. I was in
one
Russia.
Of the things people like about you is to answer any question.
Because if let's assume I did, perhaps it was personal. You know, I don't want to hurt his confidence. But I know Russia well. I had a major event in Russia 2 or 3 years ago, Miss Universe contest, which was a big, incredible event, an incredible success.
Okay, so we can say you talked to him.
No, I got to meet a lot of people, and you know what? They want to be friendly with the United States. Wouldn't it be nice if we actually got along with somebody?
Sure, but why do you think?
И я также знаю, что во время этого периода ваше личное руководство позволило России
We've got to get NATO back working for the common defense. We've got to do more to support our partners in NATO, and we have to send a very clear message to Putin that this kind of belligerence, this kind of testing of boundaries will have to be responded to, and the best way to do that is put more armor in, put more money from the Europeans in, so they're...
She caused a lot of the problems that we have right now. You could say she caused the migration. Look at the problems in Syria.
You mean as Secretary of State?
As Secretary of State. I mean, the entire world has been upset. The entire world it's a different place. During Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton's term, she's done a horrible job. She's caused so many of the problems. And let me tell you something. She's caused death. She's caused tremendous death with incompetent decisions. I was against the war in Iraq. I wasn't a politician, but I was against the war in Iraq. She voted for the war in Iraq.
You said she caused death. How?
Well, absolutely. Look at Libya. That was her baby. Look, I mean, I'm not even talking about the ambassador and the people with the ambassador, young, wonderful people, with messages coming in by the hundreds, and she's not even responding. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all of the death that's been caused. And not only on our side, on the other side.
Their pushback would be that there were people saved by going in and taking
There's
action.
Nothing saved. If we would have never done anything in the Middle East, we would have a much safer world right now. Getting rid of Saddam Hussein, I'm not saying he was a good person. He was a bad person. But what we have now is far worse, okay? And all of this has led to ISIS. All of this has led to the migration. All of this has led to tremendous death and destruction.
I have a difference of opinion with Secretary Clinton on this. We disagreed on the war in Iraq. We both listened to the information from Bush and Cheney. I voted against the war. But I think, and I say this with due respect, that I worry too much that Secretary Clinton is too much into regime change and a little bit too aggressive without knowing what the unintended consequences might be. Yes, we could get rid of Saddam Hussein, but that destabilized the entire region. Yes, we could get rid of Gaddafi, a terrible dictator, but that created a vacuum for ISIS. Yes, we could get rid of Assad tomorrow, but that would create another political vacuum that would benefit ISIS. So I think, yeah, regime change is easy. Getting rid of dictators is easy. But before you do that, you got to think about what happens the day after.
I've been saying this for a long time, and I've kept it low, and I really understand what's going on in Syria because you look at it, first of all, it's a total catastrophe, it's a total mess, and we're helping to make it a mess. Now, we have ISIS, and ISIS wants to go after Assad, but we're knocking the hell out of him, even though it's not a very full-blown thing. We're still dropping bombs all over the place, and, you know, look, they're not exactly loving life over in Syria, so we're stopping them to a certain extent from going after Assad. You have Russia that's now there. Russia's on the side of Assad, and Russia wants to get rid of ISIS as much as we do, if not more, because they don't want them coming into Russia. And I'm saying, why are we knocking ISIS, and yet at the same time, we're against Assad? Let them fight, take over the remnants. But more importantly, let Russia fight ISIS if they want to fight them. Let them fight them in Syria. How many places can we be?
So essentially you're saying let Russia take care of ISIS. If Vladimir Putin wants Bashar al-Assad to stay because it makes sense for him, you're okay with that?
So I've watched him a lot, and I've made a lot of money watching people. You know, deals are people, okay? People say, what is a deal? How do you make good deals? It's all about analyzing people. So I've watched Assad, and I've watched a little bit on the other side. The problem is the other side of Assad, we have no idea who they are. They
So
probably are ISIS. I'm saying, are we better off with Assad? We have no idea who these people are. We give them weapons, we give them ammunition, we give them everything. Aaron, we have no idea who, I mean, maybe it's worse than Assad. So what are we doing? Why are we involved? We have to get rid of ISIS, very importantly. But I look at Assad, and Assad to me looks better than the other side. And you know, this has happened before. We back a certain side, and that side turns out to be a total catastrophe. Russia likes Assad seemingly a lot. Let them worry about ISIS. Let them fight it out. Now, in Iraq, we have to do it. We shouldn't have been there in the first place, but we left the wrong way. When Obama took us out the way he took us out, that was a mistake. We should never have been there in the first place.
I don't know what to say, really. I mean, I'm pretty sure even Trump voters know that his foreign policy experience is zero, and that his knowledge of foreign affairs is probably not as good as Hillary Clinton.
Wrong.
Many Trump supporters know the guy has no foreign policy experience, knowledge, or capacity whatsoever.
This guy's a liar.
Saw my mom. My mom is the strongest woman I know.
She should
This
be
is
running.
not